Today we will be doing session 26 of Word Power Made Easy. The first word in this session is laconic. Laconic has been derived from a place called Laconia. So once upon a time, Philip of Macedonia, he was storming the gates of Laconia and he wrote a letter to the king saying, if we capture your city, we will burn it to the ground. The reply from the king was only one word answer, which is if, and which left Philip speechless. So laconic is when you use few words in speech or writing to express yourself. Something which is very concise and precise. So you can read some more examples which are written here. So having a laconic answer means having a short answer to express yourself in a very concise manner. The way we transform adjectives into nouns is by adding the suffix. So here we have laconicness, laconicity, laconism, laconicism. The next word is cogent. Cogent is a term of admiration. It comes from the Latin root cogo, which means to drive together, to compel, or to force. A cogent argument is something which is very well put together, which is very convincing. It is easy for the mind to accept and believe, very clear, and it appeals the listener or it persuades the listener because it is very logical. The next root is locor or locus, which means to speak. Some of the words like ventriloquism, circumlocution, we've done previously in some of the before sessions. The other words from the similar root is eloquent. Eloquent comes from the roots e, or which is x or out, plus loquent, someone who speaks in a very fluent manner, who has a high command or uses the language in a very clearly and effective manner. The difference between cogent and eloquent is cogent shows your intellectual keenness, while eloquent is more like an artistic expression. The next word is magniloquent or graniloquent. Magniloquent has the root magnus, which means large, and graniloquent has the root grandis, which means grand, and loquent or locus, which means to speak. So both of them are identical in meaning, they are synonyms. So magniloquent or graniloquent means to say big, to use very expressive words or very impressive words which are large, to flatter someone or impress someone. Now some of the words that we had done previously, like loquacious, you speak a lot because you like to speak a lot. Verbose means beating around the bush. Voluble means a very fluent, rapid speaker. You don't stammer in between. Garrulous means you keep talking but you don't have meaning in what you're speaking. The next word is magnanimous. Magnanimous comes from the root magnus, which means big, plus animus, which means man. So someone who is big-hearted, generous, forgiving. The next is magnet. Magnet is a person who has great power or who is an influencer, who influences the industry very well. For example, you can say Salman Khan is a magnate. He has a great power or hold in the industry. The next word is magnify, which comes from the root magnus, plus fy or facio, which means to make. So to make something bigger or larger, for example, you magnify your problems means you increase or you make your problems even larger. The next word is magnificent, which comes from the roots magnus plus facio. So magnificent is to make something very good, beautiful, impressive, great. The next word is magnum. Magnum refers to a large wine bottle. The next word is Magnum Opus. Magnum Opus comes from the root magnum, magnanimous, which means big, plus opus, which means work. So a great work, artistic work, or a masterpiece is called a magnum opus. Magnum opus is comes from the word opera because it referred to a number of works. So from that same root we have other words also like operate, cooperate, operator, etc. The next root is verbum, which is word. So verbatim comes from the root verbis. So it means word for word in exact words. So you, for example, if you are giving an exam and you've written the exact same answer in the exact same words like it was in the textbook, so it means you are a verbatim, or you've written for word. The next is verbal. I'm sure you know this. It means oral or spoken and not in writing. For example, right now I am verbally explaining this to you. I am talking and I am orally explaining. The next is verbiage. It has two meanings. The first one is excess of words, or the second meaning is it is a style or manner to use words. The next word is voluble. Voluble comes from the root volvo or volutus, which means to roll. So voluble means talking a lot in an energetic manner, who rolls words very easily, who is a fluent talker. The next word is revolve, which has the roots re, which means again, and volvo, which means to roll. So to roll again or keep turning around, like the earth revolves around the sun. The next word or the noun is revolution, means again revolving, but it has a logical extension. It also means like a radical change. And the adjective is revolutionary. It is a sudden, extreme or complete change in a way people live, work. The other words from the same root, when we add different prefix, the first word is involve, which is to involve someone, means to put together, to take part, to attach, to roll in. Involvement is the noun. The next word is evolve. Again it has the root e, which means out. So it means to roll out, to gradually develop, to unfold. So here is the exercise where the suffix is given, meaning, and you have to find the English word. So you can solve this exercise to know if you recollect the words that we have done today. The pronunciations: laconicity, laconism, laconicism, eloquent, eloquence, magniloquent, magniloquence, graniloquent, graniloquence, verbosity, volubility, garrulity, and cogency. The second set of words, you can try it on your own. Here is match the column, so you can pause the video and solve and then check your answers. Also, you can comment down in the comment section some of the other words that you know from the roots that we have done today. You can also make sentences from the words that we discussed today and comment below in the comment section. You can pause the video to solve these exercises, and that is the end of the session.